Hello everyone, welcome to today's Zoo to You. We are here at Stone Zoo in the Caribbean coast to talk to you today about the macaws. I'm Isabella, one of the education interpreters here at Stone Zoo.
And I'm Kirsten, also one of the education interpreters here at the Stone Zoo.
And if you have any questions throughout this Facebook Live, feel free to type them in the chat. So we are going to go over some general characteristics first for all of the macaws here. We have 3 species of macaw in this exhibit. So the first one, as you may see, the Scarlet Macaws, they have a very bright coloration, and contrary to what you might think, this coloration is actually great camouflage in their environment. So they are normally in a tropical rainforest environment. They live in Central and South America, and so there are a lot of bright fruits and leaves, and so this coloration helps them blend in really well.
Another pretty common characteristic throughout macaws is something you also might notice is their very large and powerful beaks. They're actually capable of breaking a broomstick, so that definitely is sufficient when it comes to breaking open these nuts and seeds that they have a part of their diet. So our macaws will also eat things like fruits and vegetables. One of their fan favorites is actually corn.
And then in addition to the strong beak, the beak actually it acts as a third foot. They can use their beak to help them climb. And then if you look at their feet, they have 2 toes that face forward and then 2 toes that face backwards. That's called zygodactyl. And then another trait that all of the macaws share that you might hear in a little bit is a squawking noise. This is a vocalization that is used for communication, and it's a way of alerting the other birds. And so going into more detail with the Scarlet Macaws here, this is Bo and Pepper. They are both 30-year-old males, and Pepper is the smaller of the 2. And they are one of the largest macaw species. They have a wingspan of about 3 feet long, and their range is from central Nicaragua to Brazil. And so looking more at the coloration, oh, there's that squawk right there. Looking at the coloration, they have mainly bright reds on their body, and then they have a little bit of blue and yellow lower feathers. And actually, if you look at their eyes, their eye color can tell you if they are an adult or a juvenile. So for the adults, they have a light yellow color, and for juveniles, they have a gray color. And although this species is not endangered in the wild, their populations are dwindling in Central and South America, and there are 2 reasons for this. The first is deforestation, which Kirsten will talk about, and the second is the illegal pet trade. So scarlet macaws are a big target of the illegal pet trade. They get taken from the wild and then trafficked. So something that you can do to help with this issue, especially if you are looking into getting a macaw as a pet, is making sure that you are getting your pet from a trustworthy source where you know they are being captive bred and not being taken from their natural habitat.
So now we're actually going to move on to our other species of macaw in the Caribbean coast exhibit. So those scarlets are right when you walk into our Caribbean coast, and then if you move on a bit, you might see our flamingos as well. And right past our flamingos are our 2 other species of macaws. We have our green-winged macaw, who is walking towards you, and she is 13 years old. And our green-winged macaw, his name is Rockwell, and he is 14 years old. And this pair has actually grown up together, and it's pretty common throughout macaws to find them in pairs like this. Now when macaws do mate, They will stay with one partner for life, lovebirds, if you will. And when they mate, mom will incubate her eggs for about 25 days, while dad will go out and forage for food to bring back to mom. Now, you can also find these guys in flocks as well. You can find them in flocks of anywhere to 10 to 30 macaws. And these flocks are really important in their ecosystem because of their diet of nuts and seeds. They disperse those all throughout their habitat. So if you're interested in protecting these really important birds, the next time you're at your grocery store doing some grocery shopping, you'll look for this Rainforest Alliance certified logo. And what this logo represents is that the product with the logo on it is sustainable under 3 pillars, so economic sustainability, environmental sustainability, as well as social sustainability.
So we had a question from Evan about how long the macaws live.
So in captivity, the macaws can live up to 60 years, which is pretty long compared to their lifespan in the wild, which is about 30 years due to, predators and no veterinary staff on hand like here at the zoo. Good question, Evan.
Katie was wondering what sounds they make. If you could remind us.
I can try to do it. It sounds kind of like, oh, they just did it. Thank you, Katie.
He's also wondering if they're endangered.
So the Scarlet Macaw, they are not endangered, but like I mentioned, their populations, they are declining because of reasons such as deforestation and the illegal pet trade.
Yeah, so none of the species here are considered in danger. However, they are all vulnerable, and there are several species of macaws that are considered in danger. So there are populations that are declining, and because of that deforestation and illegal pet trade that we talked about.
Do they like enrichment?
Yes, we give enrichment to all of the animals here at the zoo.
And one of Bo and Pepper's favorite enrichment is actually just attention from the guest. They love to show off their beautiful colors and get that, applause and smiles from everyone that comes in. So if you're ever here, definitely check out Bo and Pepper as well as Cusco and Rockwell. But Bo and Pepper will love your attention for sure.
And then Allison was wondering about favorites.
So Bo and Pepper love corn, and they are getting grapes, Rockwell, and Cusco right now. That's a special treat. They can also get some sunflower seeds as a treat.
Okay, these are all the questions we have and about all the time we have. So is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up with these guys?
Oh, I think we're good. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time.